All right, y'all. First and foremost, give our praise to y'all about you. Okay, Lost in Translations. Lost in Translation. It's gonna be a new series I'm starting. All right, Jeremiah chapter 10. You know, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna hit this point. It's Christmas. You know, these precepts is gonna come out. All right, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen. The work of the hands of the workmen. Lost in translation. All right, we gotta be humble enough to say, man, we don't know what that means. You know, we just read over that, but we don't know what that means. One cut off a tree, one go into the forest and cut off a tree, the work of the hand of the workman. You know, we don't talk like that. And so usually we just connect these two together. But one cut off a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. Okay, and so we would connect them and say the cutting of the tree, and then the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. All of this is established to, or is equated to, him cutting the tree. All right. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails, with hammers, that it move not. Now, are we expecting trees to move? Are we expecting this tree, this tree, which we don't know if it's an evergreen tree or what kind of tree it is, but do we expect this tree to get up and move? This is what the text is implying, that we expect a tree to get up and move. One cut off a tree, shalakia, y'all. Then they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. All right, because they don't, they didn't want it to fall over. That's how we break it down. They are upright as the palm tree. They are upright as the palm tree. I thought it was a tree. Why wouldn't it be upright like the palm tree? It's a tree, right? But speak not. So we expecting the tree to speak. They must needs be born. Another funny, you could get lost in translation. They needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. We expect the tree to do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doeth it, appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. Okay. Well, we got some more. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Silver spread into plates is brought from Tarish, and gold from Uphaz, the work of the workmen. So we got that again. The work of the workmen, and of the hands founder. And of the hands of the founder, blue and purple in their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. All right, they're all the work of cunning man. If we see here the work of the workman, verse 9, the craftsman. All right, the craftsman. The work of the hand of the workman. The craftsman. He's the craftsman. Okay, and then we see wooden idol in verse 8. Verse 8a. What is verse 8? And foolish. Verse 8. Dull-hearted. Where do we see idol? Verse 2. The number 2 in verse 8. So we go down to verse 8. Stock. The stock is a doctrine. You see, I had just read that because I didn't know what that was. I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't know what that was. The stock is a doctrine. Okay, so the wooden idol is worthless teaching unto thee, and these things get lost in translation. But we come back, we're dealing with, we had the work of the workman. Okay, we come back up here, we see the work of the hands of the workman. Okay, the craftsman. He's crafting what? The stock, which is what? A wooden idol. So he's cutting down a tree, he's carving it into a what? Into a wooden idol. And the doctrine of that wooden idol is worthless. It's vanities. What is it? Worthless doctrine? What is it? Worthless, it's worthless teachings. Okay, and this again, lost in translations. It's, and this is, and reading comprehension, and us just don't, because we be put in these roles of teachers a lot of times. We don't like to be questioned. We don't like, to say we don't know. We'll say it, but we don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? And it take practice, even humbling ourselves to say it. You know what I'm saying? To say, you know what, I don't know, man. I'm going to look into that. Let me look into that thing. But again, is the Christmas tree pagan? Is Christmas pagan? I feel it's all coming from pagan roots, but is that exactly what Jeremiah is talking about here? Yeah, but would I be mad if you used it to tell people that, that's what it could, that's cloudy. You know what I'm saying? But you can say it's similar, but them decking it and holding it down and they wanting it to walk and so forth. This is talking about a carved idol. All right, they're cutting that tree out, and the craftsman is going in there crafting that thing down with an axe, and then it becomes this wooden idol that cannot eat, cannot move. You shouldn't be afraid of it, and so forth. But these things get lost in what? In translation. I'll tell you another one. I'll give y'all one more, like a bonus. This is the bonus round. This is the bonus round. I seen something. I did this before on refuting Deacon of Sakari when he was talking about judgment. I got a little Kool-Aid Pat mark here. Judgment. I was just going over this. Judgment. Now it says, Behold, my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles. Okay, and so he agrees that these Gentiles are the other nations. And he said he will show judgment. If we look here, the show is what? Justice. Let me read y'all. The show judgment in verse, wait a minute. Oh, we in the wrong spot. Verse 18. Declare justice. Declare justice. And he shall declare justice. But if you're saying it's judgment, then, the way he translated it was, or the way he understood it or comprehended it, he will show judgment to the Gentiles. It means he's going to destroy the Gentiles. Now, let's apply that methodology, because it's just, again, lost in translation. Let's apply that methodology. And we go here, we keep reading, and show judgment to the Gentiles. He shall not strive, nor cry, neither shall any man hear his voice in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not quench. So then first, now you got him saying this judgment coming, and da-da-da-da-da. He finna go out here this fierce anger. But, is that what we talking about here? A bruised reed shall he not break? A smoking flash shall he not quench? Till he send forth judgment unto victory. Again, send forth judgment, that's justice, unto victory. And then, if it's judgment, watch this next verse. And in his name shall the Gentiles trust. Why would the Gentiles trust someone who's out here murdering them left and right from a judgment of their forefathers, from a judgment of what they did against the transatlantic slave? Like, why would they trust him if He's sending out judgment. So that judgment is really justice. It fits better. It fits better. You go to Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42. Where we was at, 42:1. It says, behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect. 42, what is it, verse 1? My chosen one, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. So you're talking about one person. See, mine elect. Okay, if you said it was the elect, it was the 144,000. Or if we saying it's Israel, in whom my soul delighteth, I have put my spirit upon him. Okay, and then we referencing again Matthew 12. We referencing Matthew 12:18 through I think it's 21. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. All right, judgment. You see it there again. Justice to the Gentiles. He should not cry nor lift it up. All right, bruised reed shall not. He shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth. Judgment in the earth. Okay. He should not fail. He should not be discouraged till he set judgment and a judgment again. Why they have to keep doing it? Why they have to keep justice? What is it? Yeah. Verse 4 again. Verse 4, justice. They have to keep doing it because you're going to get lost in translations. And the isles shall wait for his law. All right. Thus saith the Lord God, he that created the heavens and stretched them out. He that spread forth the earth, and that will cometh out of it. He that giveth bread unto the people upon it, and spirit to them that walketh therein. And watch this. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people. What people? Of the people, or to the people. Okay? I'll give you a covenant of the people, but it really should better translate it to the people. And people will be mad at this. To the people. That's why I'm telling y'all, get y'all a reference Bible, get you a parallel Bible, so that you can grow. So that you can grow faster. You can look at these things. You won't get caught in these lost in these translations. For a covenant, and give thee for a covenant to the people, for a light of the Gentiles. Okay, for a light of the Gentiles. You see, you got C right there. You come up here, 6C. 6C, you got Luke 2. You got Luke 2 and 32. And if we go to Luke 2 and 32. And I'm not saying that these things that you should just be leaning on those reference points in there, because yeah, some of that stuff is off now. All right. Some of that stuff is off. I do not say that, but you have certain reference points. All right, 32, a light to lighten the Gentiles. All right, Simeon's prophecy. Okay, a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people, Israel. Okay, to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people, Israel. All right, with that, I'm going to say shalom, y'all. I hope this thing was edifying to the body again. I'm not saying the Christmas tree before y'all get in my comments. Man, the Christmas tree is pagan, man. It got Nimrod, and they say it's the fellas, and they say it was when Nimrod woke back up and he returned. The evergreen tree representing all that stuff, man. What you talking about? I'm not saying that. I was just saying what that Jeremiah 10 is really saying. And so once you know what it's really saying, you can still use it, but you can use it more correctly when you're talking about that Christmas tree, because the Christmas tree is an idol. We establish that it's an idol, then we shouldn't be carving out idols. But is he carving out a tree and wrapping them bulbs around it? That's not what he's doing. He's doing an idol, and he's putting gold and decorating that idol with gold and silver. All right, but it's not necessarily the exact Christmas tree. Okay, it's still an idol, so you can use it just correctly and with just being more precise. Be more precise when we out here bringing this word out. Very important that we're doing that. All right, shalom, y'all. Hope the same was edifying. Peace.